The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's The Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Tamar is not planning to promote the return of Braxton Family Values, and that's all because she thinks that her husband, Vincent Herbert, is being portrayed in an unfair light. She thinks that her mom and her sisters are trying to destroy him. Now, originally, they were following them as they go through their pending divorce, but now Tamar feels like the family is using fake storylines for ratings, and they're trying to make Vince look like the villain, and she's upset about it, so she's been refusing to promote unless they edit out what she feels are lies on the show.
Well, wasn't she kind of trying to make Vince look like the villain a few months ago when they first separated?
I guess now
They
they're
had a bad little
trying to work things out,
spat.
so now she wants them to edit the show accordingly.
Yeah, so now they're in a good place. And the show airs 3 months after, or 4 months after they first broke up. Now she wants him portrayed in a better
Well, she
light.
says she's not planning to get back together with him, but she also feels like she wants to make sure they remain cordial because they have a son.
Right. Oh, remember all that stuff that she put out there? They said that wasn't true. So maybe she came back and said, oh, it wasn't true. I overreacted. She just wants that out.
Well, that's why you don't move off emotion. You move off strategy, people.
Oh, no. Or you need an executive producer where you can take it out yourself.
Or maybe she feels like they're doing above and beyond too
Absolutely.
extra just to make the show more interesting and entertaining. I don't know.
I like Tamar.
Well, maybe Vince just needs a salad.
All right, Nick
And close his
Gordon
mouth.
has been arrested again. Now, we told you before about the whole 911 call where actually Nick Gordon's the one that called 911 and said that his girlfriend was attacking him. But now Nick has been arrested yet again, and that's for violating the no contact order after this domestic violence arrest. Now, apparently someone gave the police a heads up that Nick was sleeping over at his girlfriend's house, Laura Leal, and he was accused of beating her just last week. And she had actually begged the judge to lift the no contact order. She said the fight was her fault because she's bipolar and out of control.
Oh, God.
The judge did not agree with that and said that there's going to be a no contact order in place. So somebody reported that he was at her house, and the police came and arrested
That's
him
crazy.
again.
All I hear is a bunch of people moving off emotion this morning. That's why you just can't react to things.
But that's a little crazy. She didn't press charges. That's his girlfriend. He's at her house, and the police just arrest him anyway. She didn't call the police. Just a neighbor.
He called the police.
No, this time.
Oh, this time, right.
Just a neighbor or random person just called the police.
I thought it was a restraining order against him.
Right, but
So
they're
he
cool.
violated the restraining order.
But she said that it didn't happen like that. That she wants the restraining order
She tried to
lifted.
tell the judge that it was her fault, the fight, because she's bipolar. So she didn't want to have a no contact order, but the judge enforced it still after what happened last time.
All I hear is a bunch of people who are moving off emotion, and everybody needs therapy. Go to therapy.
There's a lot of relationship talk this morning. Now, Logic and his wife are getting divorced.
Too late. They should have went to therapy.
Right, and they actually want to just show that it's not because of anything nasty. They actually released a joint statement yesterday. They said after 2 years of being married, they've come to the loving conclusion they're better off as friends. They also said they don't want to publicly blame each other. They said it just didn't work out. There was no cheating, no fighting, no anger, and they will continue to love and support each other. So they have not officially filed divorce documents yet, but there seems like it's definitely going to happen. And they do, by the way, have a prenup, just in case you guys were wondering.
No, you get them a minute. They'll be talking bad about each other. At least the girl will. Give her a minute.
Now, according to sources close to the couple, or the former couple, I should say, he just felt like he was happier single than married. They got a lot more distant. He spent a lot less time at home. And actually, his wife, Jessica, was surprised that he wanted a divorce.
Really?
He just said he just wanted to be single.
It's crazy because I follow Logic on Instagram, and it seems like they were so happy. He just bought her a car a couple of months ago, and they just seemed like they did a lot together.
It sounds like they moved off emotion a couple years ago and jumped the broom when they should have just dated.
Is everything with emotion with you this
Yes,
morning?
man. Everybody be
And
just
therapy?
moving off emotion. Move
Well,
off
you're-
strategy sometime.
Well, yes, she's no longer living with him. She's moved in with a family member right now. So,
You just don't-
so far, no bad blood. And yes, they have a prenup.
You can't just wake up after 2 years of marriage and be like, you know what? I don't want to be married no more. No, that's not how it works.
No.
Okay? You can date and be with a person and be like, you know, I don't want to be with you no more, but not marriage.
Remember he did that interview where he said he got a $30 million deal with Def Jam?
That's not true either,
I
by
know.
the way.
And people were saying that's not true at all. Here is what Logic said in that interview.
Well, for me, the life-changing money, like when I first signed my deal, I signed and it was like, the advance was like 200 grand.
Yeah.
So going from Section 8 and food stamps and welfare to 200 grand was
Life-changing money.
Life-changing. But like the life-changing I'm talking about is like $30 million deal I just signed.
Yes.
Like for me, it's like I said, like I woke up and I realized how much money I had amassed. It's not necessarily about things monetarily, but it's about like when you think about success. And I woke up and was like, oh, I don't have to do anything for the rest of my life.
Why would you lie like that? Like, why would you just lie? Like, I don't understand.
know.
Why would you bring all that unnecessary heat and attention on yourself from the IRS, from friends,
Do we
from
know he's
family?
lying?
Yes, we know he's lying. You know how we know he's lying?
How?
Because we got people at Def Jam.
Right.
All right? And they like, he signed a nice deal, but it wasn't no $30 million.
And
His wife was like, "Oh, 30 million? Word? Okay."
Why lie
You ain't
like
tell
that?
me. All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in